Pythagorean Theorem picture problems. We have the diagonal measurement of the window is 51 inches. The width of the window is 24 inches. We need to solve for the window's height. So we take our Pythagorean theorem and substitute the given measurements. I'll substitute 24 inches in for B. And the hypotenuse we know is always opposite the right angle, so it's 51 inches is the measurement for the hypotenuse. So we're going to square these numbers. And we have 576 equals 51 squared is 2,601. Anytime we're missing a leg measurement, we subtract the squares of the two given measurements. We get 2,025 and take the square root of that number. To get our measurement of the window's height is 45 inches. Number 2. We're trying to find the length of the loading ramp, which is the hypotenuse, because it's opposite the right angle. So we have 8 squared plus 6 squared equals c squared. 64 plus 36 equals 100. Take the square root of that, so c equals 10. Number 3. We're going to square. We're missing a leg measurement, so we're going to square 15 to get 225, square 9 to get 81, and subtract the two measurements. 225 minus 81 gives us 144, and take the square root of that, which is 12. Number 4. You have a picture of the Eiffel Tower. I realize it doesn't make a right angle down here, but if you were to draw a straight line down, it does make a right angle. And here's your right angle. So we have the hypotenuse. We're missing our leg measurement. We'll call this, we're missing our A measurement. So 80 squared is 6,400. Anytime you have the hypotenuse measurement and you're solving for a leg, you're going to subtract the square of the other measurement, which is 48 squared. And we get 2,304. We have to subtract that from 6,400. We get 4,096. And now take the square root of 4,096. And you get 64. The square root of 4,096 is 64. Same thing here, we're missing our leg measurement. So you have the kite. The kite is connected to a rope. And we need to figure out the height of the kite from the ground. So the square of 25 is 625. Subtract from that the square of 15, which is 225, and you get 400. And now take the square root, and we get 20. Number 6, same thing. Take 65 squared. We get 4,225. Subtract from that 25 squared. We get 625. Subtract 625 from 4,225. 4,225 minus 625 is 3,600. And I know 60 times 60 is 3,600, so the square root of 3,600 is 60. So the height of that tree is going to be 60 feet. Turn to the back. Skip number 2. We can't read the problem. It's been darkened out. Number 1, find the perimeter of the figure below. Well, in order to find the perimeter, we need to find this measurement here, which I'm going to label measurement C. We know that we have a right triangle, so measurement C is our hypotenuse, so we need to find A and B. The way to find A and B, well, first of all, the way to find B is to subtract 63 from 84, and you get 21. The way to find A is subtract 56 from 76, and you get 20. So now to find C, we're just going to take 20 squared plus 21 squared. So 400 plus 21 squared, which is 441. Add them to get 841, and then take the square root of 841. So this equals 29. But we need to find the perimeter. So to find the perimeter, we need to add 29 plus 56 plus 84 plus 76 plus 63. And I get a perimeter of 308 millimeters. Number 3, altitude. What is the altitude? Altitude is this dotted line. Another way to think of altitude is what is the height. And this is also your leg of the right triangle. So we're going to square 52, square 48, subtract the two numbers, and then take the square root. So 52 squared is 2,704. 48 squared is 2,304. You get 400 when you subtract them. Square root of 400 is 20. So the altitude is 20 feet. Okay. Number 4, what is the length of the guy wire of the telephone pole? So here's your right angle. We're missing the hypotenuse measurement, so we're going to add the squares of 15 and 8. So you have 225 plus 64 is 289, and the square root of 289 is 17. So C equals 17 meters. Find the length of side C. You're missing the hypotenuse. So we have to square 2, you get 4, plus 1.5 squared is 2.25. Add them together, and then take the square root. Gives you a measurement of 2.5. Let's see if that's reasonable. Well, we know the hypotenuse measurement C needs to be the longest side, and it is the longest side when compared to 2 and 1.5. So our answer of 2.5 is reasonable. Number 6, find the perimeter. Well, to find the perimeter, we need to find this measurement and this measurement. Well, this measurement is C, because it's the hypotenuse. So we have to square 20 and 15, and then add them together, and then take the square root. So 20 squared plus 15 squared, and then take the square root. So 400 plus 225 is 625, and now take the square root of that, which is 25. So that's 25. To find this measurement here, we're given the hypotenuse measurement, so we need to subtract 29 squared and 20 squared. 29 squared is 841. 20 squared is 400. So now we need to take the square root of 400 And subtract 841 from 400, or 400 from 841, you get 441. Take the square root of 441. So this measurement is 21. But it says find the perimeter. So now we need to add 25 plus 29 plus 21 plus 15, and we get a perimeter of 90. So 90 feet would be our answer.